What's going on, everybody? Matt here with Patriot Comics. Welcome to another video. I got a pretty awesome comic book haul for you today. A lot of books I bought off of Whatnot, a couple from local comic shops. Just a nice little haul, some keys, some first appearances, some cool vintage books, some great covers, all of my favorite stuff. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Before we get to the comic book haul, if you haven't already, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell so you can see when I upload my next video. Now let's get to the comic book haul. I got some really cool books today, starting off with Detective Comics, issue number 608. This is the first appearance of Anarchy. Really cool book. Not an expensive book by any means. It's like a $5 to $10 book, if that. This one is in very high grade. It's like a near mint minus probably. It does have a little bit of a miswrap going on, but overall, real high grade looking book. I did not have this one in my collection, believe it or not. So I figured I'd pick it up. I think I paid like $2 or $3 for it. Maybe not, maybe even $1. I don't know. I got a lot of these very, very inexpensive books. First Anarchy, and then the next issue here in Detective 609, just the very next issue. I guess it's the second appearance of Anarchy. Cool book, I think I paid, actually I paid $1 each for these books. So that was a great price. So I bought both of those. I think they came as a lot. I also picked this one up here. This is an awesome book, an awesome cover. This is the Spectre, issue 22, and this has a beautiful Alex Ross cover. And what's cool about this is actually the first published Alex Ross cover art in DC Comics. This one, has some pretty decent value, especially, for all those Alex Ross fans out there. I'm a huge fan of Alex Ross, and I was happy to pick this up. I think I got this for like $3. In high grade, which this one is, it could sell up to like $30. So I thought that was a great deal. I got this very cheap, and it's such an amazing cover. Love the Alex Ross painted covers. Really beautiful artwork. All right, moving on to Green Lantern, issue 43. So this book here is, this was like a real hot book for a while, back in like 2021. This is the prologue to the Blackest Night run, or to the story arc of Blackest Night. And this is also the first appearance of the Black Hand as the Black Lantern. So really cool little key type book here. It's got a great cover. This one is in high grade, which is awesome. And I got this one for $1. I thought that was a great find and such an awesome deal. So, this book still sells for around $20 or so. Was really happy to pick that one up. And continuing with Green Lantern, we got Green Lantern issue 195. Such a classic cover. This is where Guy Gardner becomes the Green Lantern. So it's definitely a nice little key. The book has some decent value, and I got this one, I think, for $2 or $3. And it's in really high grade, except it has a little stain right there. Of course, it's like a mostly white background cover. So little stains like that are, kind of hard with these white cover books, but still pretty decent looking copy here, and I got it for a great deal. Nice little Guy Gardner key. This is kind of like maybe this is a little bit of a spec book. We might get some Guy Gardner here very soon. Moving on to Mr. Miracle. Just some cool Bronze Age DC. This is Mr. Miracle issue 14. I think it's a great run, and when I find these for cheap, I always grab them, and I think this was like $2. It's a really sharp looking copy, except for one little crease on the top right corner. And there's like a tiny little tick right there. But the rest of the book is super sharp. Really happy about this one. I thought I got it for a deal. All right, moving on to this book here. This was a cool find. This is Excalibur Special Edition issue, or I don't think it has an issue number. It's just Excalibur Special. This is the first appearance of Excalibur, their first team appearance. And this book here was printed a few different times. This is a first print, as you could tell by the price here. The U.S. price tag is $3.25. The later printings, I believe, were priced at $3.50 or higher. And then if you see no price, that's like a kind of a rare variant of a first printing, which has the most value. But just a classic Chris Claremont story here. Excalibur, cool team. And this is their first appearance in comic books. So happy to grab this one. I think I got this for $3. Not a bad deal at all. And it's a really sharp, high-grade copy. Moving on, back to some DC. Infinity Inc., issue number 19. This has cover art and interior art by Todd McFarlane. And then there's a whole bunch of like first appearances in these books. First appearance of Beth Chapel, who becomes the Dr. Midnight, and the first appearance of Mechanic. So, cool book. Can't go wrong with some Todd McFarlane. I collect different like random McFarlane books. Like when he does covers for Hulk, when he does, Coyote, some of his early artwork. But I didn't have many of these Infinity Inc. books that were done by Todd, so I saw this one, and it actually came as a lot. I got this one off of Whatnot. I think I paid $1 a piece for these books, so $3 because there's 3 books here. Next one here, the following issue, issue number 20. They're all pretty high grade. Actually, I'm just noticing this one has a little color rub on the spine. But this one, it is interior art, pages 1 through 5 by McFarlane. And then the first appearance of Rick Tyler, and then the first appearance of the Dr. Midnight. Beth Chapel, becomes Dr. Midnight. That's her first appearance. And then the following issue, which is issue 21. This one's in really high grade, cool looking cover. And this has cover and interior art by McFarlane. The first appearance of the second Hour Man, Rick Tyler, and the first appearance of Dr. Midnight in costume. So they're just kind of like minor keys, but they are some pretty cool early Todd McFarlane stuff. Figured I picked those up for such a good deal. This one came in a lot. So the next 3 books I bought also off of Whatnot. I think I paid $4 for all 3 books. So this one here, nothing special at all. It's just Champions number 6. It's like a mid-grade copy. Really, it's no key significance. I think I need this one for the run. Of course, I collect Bronze Age Marvel. So, it's a book that I need. So I'm not mad about getting it. But the next 2 books are really cool. This one here is Black Goliath, issue number 5. It does have some spine ticks and some color wear in the top left corner, little chip on the top right. But these Black Goliath books are awesome. Anytime I see those, I grab them. But this came in the lot, like I said, off of Whatnot. I paid like $1.33 per book. And this is like one of the only, there's like 2 keys in this run, issue number 1, and then issue number 5, which is the first appearance of, however you say that there, and that's some type of alien race. But Black Goliath, issue number 5, super happy about getting that for, for $1.33. And then this one was an awesome find. This was part of the lot as well. I paid less than $2 for this book. Marvel Premiere, issue 48. This is the second appearance of Ant-Man, Scott Lang. Also the second appearance of Cassie Lang. So really cool key second appearance book. The previous issue of Marvel Premiere is the first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man. And, this is the next issue, his second appearance. It's got a great cover. He's flying on the bugs here. Just a really cool book to have. I thought that was a great deal. It does have a little crease in the corner, but honestly, this one just needs a good press, and it will look really nice. So, can't beat the price on those ones. All right, moving on to this one here. This is pretty cool. This is Captain Atom, issue 83. This is actually a reprint, though. As you see, it's got the Modern Comics logo here. So in 1977, they reprinted this book here. Same cover, same title, same issue number. But this is the first appearance of Blue Beetle. Really great book. Even this reprint from 1977 has some decent value. And this one's, it's got some fading to the white of the cover, but overall pretty sharp copy. And I got this one for $3. I'll throw up on the screen here. This is like a $30 book or so. You know, I think I got a smoking deal on this one. Really, really cool book. You know, reprinting the first appearance of Blue Beetle. That's Ted Cord Blue Beetle. You know, so that's a little bit of a spec book as well. And I think that's really cool to have, even though it's a reprint, but it's an older reprint from the 70s. All right, moving on to some pretty awesome books here. This one is Star Wars issue 43. This is the first appearance of Lando Calrissian in comic books. Really cool. This one's in really high grade, real sharp looking copy. I ended up getting this for 25 bucks. I thought that was a pretty good deal. I was looking on eBay and they were selling for like 30 and higher. And I saw this one as a buy it now on Whatnot for 25 bucks. The same seller that I bought a couple of the other books from. That's Steph's Comics, if I forgot to mention who I bought all this stuff from. Most of these books I got from Steph's Comics. I'll throw her logo up here on the screen. She's an awesome seller. I really enjoy buying stuff from her. She ships really fast, and she always has great deals. Some of the other books I got from Final Order Comics, which is another awesome seller. But moving back onto the book here, Star Wars 43, first appearance of Lando. It's also the second appearance of Boba Fett in comic books. So, nice little key for the Star Wars run. I think I got a pretty good deal, especially for it being high grade. $25, more than happy to pay that for this book. I needed it for the collection, and, you know, really excited to have this one now. So, not too bad. You know, first Lando, second Boba Fett. Just a classic Star Wars key comic there. This next one is pretty awesome here. This is Silver Surfer issue number 7. This one's not in the highest grade. It's got a chip out of the corner here. It's got a little bit of a spine roll. It is a square bound book. It's got some like fading to the color and some creases, you know, but still really cool book. I can't remember exactly what I paid for this, but it was definitely under $15. I think I might have paid like 12 bucks, maybe something like that. I'm trying to remember. I can't think of exactly. Probably should have did a little bit more homework before I made the video, but still awesome book, less than 15 bucks. And it's, you know, a classic Silver Surfer from the first solo run. I don't find these books very often, you know, for under like $30 a book. So finding some good like reader copies. This one's not horrible. I mean, it presents pretty well. Really happy to have this one in the collection. It's issue number 7. It's like one of the only books in this run that's not a key, of course, but still happy to have it for, you know, for my collection. So not too bad. Issue number 7, little Silver Surfer fighting the heir of Frankenstein. Really, really cool book. And the last book of today's haul is this one right here. This is Batman 183. Awesome book here. It's got a great cover, kind of like a goofy cover. Batman's, you know, sitting in his chair watching the TV show of himself. And, you know, Robin says, "Hotline call, Batman. Let's get going." And Batman's like, "Not tonight, kid. I'm staying in the Batcave to watch myself on television." So really, really funny kind of cover. But this is a pretty cool key. This is the second appearance of Poison Ivy. Not a bad book. Yes, it is in a little bit lower grade. It does have some rusty staples, unfortunately. And it has some, you know, some creases, some spine ticks, some color wear. It's not the highest grade, but I got it for a steal. This one as well, I think I paid $8 or $10 for this book. Wasn't a bad deal. I mean, it definitely had some water damage. It's got a little stain there. It's got the rust on the staples. But, you know, this is probably not a book that I would, you know, go searching for in high grade. But finding it for such a good price, and even though it is low grade, it presents pretty well. Still has great, vibrant colors. Happy to have this one in the collection. Pretty excited about that one. So that's everything for today's haul. Like I said, most of these came from Whatnot. Maybe one or two I grabbed at a local comic book shop. This is kind of just a mishmash of stuff that I've picked up over the last couple weeks that I didn't feature in any other video. So I figured I'd just make a quick comic book haul showing you some of the other cool books that I got. I mean, some of them are pretty decent keys. This Batman here, of course. And we got some early Silver Surfer. We got the first appearance of Lando. Really cool books. And a bunch of other great stuff. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed today's comic book haul. And if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you can see when I upload my next video. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.